Hey, what is up, guys? And welcome back to another Magic the Gathering online league. We're back with Temur Eldrazi Ramp on the play for game 1. It's an interesting hand. I mean, we have a Rumble on 2 at the very least. So, yeah, it's looking decent. We draw into a land, of course we can Writhing Chrysalis. That would be nice. So we have a decent number of choices. Just coming off of a first place with this list. It's actually a slightly modified list at my RCQ, so I've officially qualified for either Houston or Vegas, which is very exciting. Which means a whole lot of testing will be afoot of a number of things, whether or not Devour of Destiny is good, whether or not Dismember is better than Unholy Heat, or Lightning Bolt, or Galvanic Discharge, or Lithomantic Barrage. That one's a bit harder to test, just because of it being a sideboard card and not always relevant in every matchup. So that one is a bit more difficult. But a lot of things that we'll be testing, seeing what's working, what's not, and then going from there. But looks like opponent might be away from keyboard, so we'll be back once they've returned. Alright, and we're back. Looks like opponent has revealed Devourer, so it could be the mirror match. I'm gonna go Ugin Lab, Imprint, Impulse, and pass. So I'd love to see a Myco spawn off top and then rumble into a temple. That would be huge. Let's see what we're playing up against. Could be Tron, could be Ramp. Still could be Tron. Talisman Resilience, still could be Tron, could also be Ramp. Well, let's fire off the Malevolent Rumble. And let's see here. Opponent's Tinkin. I mean, a lab would give us the ability to dig a bit deeper if we draw into a 7-mana value spell. One of my cats is trying to come into the room. I propped the door open ever so slightly for the AC, and they're now like bonking against the door. Yeah, I think I'll go... I could go Ugin. Ugin's a thought. I think I'll go Lab, though. So Lab. Commercial District trigger. I mean, a 7-mana value spell wouldn't be bad. It allows the K command to dig. Otherwise, we can Chrysalis as well. That's an option. Misty Rainforest to Yard. No thank you. And at that point, we'll pass. Paying cost for Dismember. Yep, that works. We'll pass. Okay, so there's Tron. Thought not. Probably takes the K command. Could be Karn. Karn actually would be a bit of trouble. Because then we need the K command. We don't have Chrysalis. K command X2 is what I'm guessing then. Knowing that it's Tron, I'm going to fire off Chris. And hold up K command X1. Do you have a K command X2? So yeah, if we can resolve this Ugin, that'd be pretty nice. No K command, then what in the world did you not cast? Huh. kicked Myco spawn? Oh, so they're thinking whether or not to Myco spawn, I see. Yes. They'll hit the Ugin's lab with Ugin attached. Yep. That makes sense to me. Tower. Yeah, the mine. I guess you already played a land. Yeah, you played your temple. Draw. Sprawl. For red. Lab. Trigger. No, imprint. Chrysalis. Trigger. If you have a dismember, you should cast it now. Do you block? No blocks. I have half a mind to sack the spawns, but I think I'll hold. I feel like they have a dismember. I don't know why. No 13. We'll hold. And if Soy and Mega Spawn ends up as their only blocker, we'll be in a decent position. Yeah, it's annoying. Temple, kick forest, yes. Sprawl the yard. Any other castables? 7 for Ugin. I think I can kill you before Ugin fires off. Up to 15. Passing. Draw. Temple. So we have 4 plus 8, 12. I mean, we have lethal damage on board. If they don't block. Actually, even if they do block, hold on. If I exile 1, 2, 3. 3, 7. 7 plus 4 is 11. So, yeah, if I go... So 4, 6. 6 plus 7. 13. Oof, it's tempting. I could also just attack and see if they're willing to not block. I'm gonna go to combat. Attack you, attack you. Okay. So in that case, we're going to trigger 1. Two, 3, 4. Scry drop. Hold green. 6. 5. Oh yeah, okay. So in that case, I will bottom bottom, 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 top, draw, 6, and 6. So trigger 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Emrakul. Our turn, comrade. Oh, look at that. Interesting. Well, that's an Alsdust, that's an Ulamog, that's an Ugin. So, what are my thoughts here? I mean, we very much have a lethal board state. Ulamog's a bit annoying, admittedly. Hi, Butter. Hi, yes. Hi. I know, it's an Ulamog. Main. So, trying to think here. We can get rid of Ugin. So, first off and foremost, you want to get rid of Ugin. That much is clear to me. We could 0, cast Ulamog. So first off and foremost, throw yourself 1. Down to 14. We can return Devourer to hand. And get rid of 2 lands. So we need to get rid of Ugin, we need to get rid of a land. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Actually, I guess we don't want to. No, because 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we'll be able to play it regardless. Zero. So I wonder if the play instead is the return Devourer. Basically, we want as few blockers as possible. This would leave us with 6, 8, 10. So we'd need to cast Devourer. Triggers. Done. Resolve. Power plant. Ulamog. Target. Basically, they're at the mercy of their draw. Alright. That's 20 in the yard. Emrakul block. Karn for bridge? You have to be joking me. Well, ain't that something. Wooded Foothills. Passing. Reveals liquid metal coating. Mystic Forge. Interesting. 13. TKS, put a pause on end step. Fetch. We have one World Breaker. Passing. You currently have enough for the World Breaker too. Thing is, they can kill the bridge after I go to 20. They can attack in for the win. Myco Spawn. Myco Spawn hit Temple. Did they hit my other Emrakul? Oh, that'll do it. Yep, we'll concede. Hi, Butter. Why being a nuisance? You're very cute. You're a cute nuisance, at least. Trying to think if I could have done anything differently there. And of course, Karn would have been the top deck. Anything else, we would have been fine. We would have had lethal on board. Yeah, I mean, I think I played that correctly given the circumstance. Unfortunate. Alright, let's run it back. Wasescape. Dismember. Cut the return. Cut gemstone. Cut bog. And run it back. Alright. On the play for game 2. I'm gonna mulligan this. Keep, we're looking for a soul land off top. Forest. Sprawl. Red. Pass. And pass. There's a mine. Tis a map. Would love a colorless source now. Draw. Unfortunate. Wooded foothills. Pass. Pause on end step. Temple. Hold map. Wooded foothills. Commercial district trigger. Wasescape battle mage to yard. And draw. Temple's a little bit late to the party, admittedly. The Wasescape would be a bit of a waste. No pun intended. We'll go K command X equals 3 instead. Map 4. Power plant. Alright. And draw. Power plant for TKS. Yeah, it's a TKS. In response. I mean, I think they have to deal with the Ugin. X equals 3. So what I can do here then is bottom, top, top and draw. They'll take the Ugin. They won't know about the Myco spawn. We'll hit the mine. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Really, take the Wastegate. That's a bit surprising, friend. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So what I'll do here then is pop the mine. And I'm thinking that we also grab a Ghost Quarter and pop the Temple. Otherwise, we grab a Lab and tuck the Ugin, but I think I like the Ghost Quarter. And Ghost Quarter. And passing. Short of another temple, they shouldn't be able to... not a fan of that. 4, 15. And draw. K command. Breeding Pool Shock. For 7. We're gonna dig deep. Chrysalis, Breaker, Command. So I'm thinking we ditch Temple. Ditch Stomping Ground. Bottom Chrysalis. Bottom Chrysalis. Go Command top. Breaker top and draw. And we'll hit another mine. You can grab another mine. Yep. And attack for 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we still do have Ugin available. Plays the mine. I mean, they have to have it in hand, right? There's no way. Combat. Down to 12. Hit the mine. K command X equals 1. Could be. Yep. Scry draw. I mean, they know that we have the Ugin in hand, so I imagine they want to get rid of Ugin if possible. So they have a TKS. I imagine we see that soon. 1 top. Ugin Lab. Imprint. Ugin. Do we see TKS? Sowing Myco spawn. That's fine. You'll find your last mine. 2, 3, 4, 5. We could dig 5 deep. Block. X equals 5. We escape Battle Mage. Dismembers. Burning Catacombs, bottom. Let's say bottom. Go top, top, top and draw. Boogan Lab, trigger, no imprint. Ugin trigger, no targets. There's the Wasescape, and pass. 2-turn clock is on board. 4 Myco spawn. Finds a tower. So they have 7. There's Karn. You could go for bridge, but bridge will actually not be enough because we have the Wasescape. Perfect. That is why we wanted that. Bridge. Here's the bridge. So I actually can do some fun here. So first off and foremost, I'm going to Wasescape. We're going to kick and kick. So 2, 3, blue, green. Trigger, no targets, kick, bridge, bounce, TKS, draw a card. Temple, Ugin draw, Emrakul, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, Dismember, Myco spawn, and that's lethal on board. Combat, attack all at you. I guess unless you have a Dismember. And Bone skips it up. We'll take it. Alright, to game 3. I'm at a significant time disadvantage, though. We do want the gemstone back. We can cut an Emrakul. I think just run it back like this, yeah? Yeah, the Wasescape definitely feels good in this matchup. Gives us another 3 ways to deal with whatchamacallit, bridge. Because that's what we kind of get stuck behind, especially as we don't have a Karn to then try and dig for an answer. Trying to think what else opponent will bring in, but I don't foresee too much. At least not much else different from what was already in there. Alright. And on the draw for game 3. One will go first. Or maybe not. One doesn't need to go first. I can go first if they want. I'll keep this. Keep. Pass. Lab. Trigger. Imprint. Talisman. Talisman. Draw. Forest. Sprawl. Sprawl. Red. Pass. Pass. Karn? Yeah. That's a problem. That's a problem. Because that's going to be a liquid metal. Draw. Temple. Temple pass. We have K command. Yeah, this is looking dicey. 5? 6? You're going to kick Mycospawn Lab and then Liquid Metal? Yeah, I mean, I think that's just a game ender. And he thinks the game is over. I've said it before, I'll say it again. Turn 2 Karn is good. No liquid metal. Interesting. Before phase change. We're not out of it yet, but we're not exactly in a good position. We have a land, but we're gonna need more. Kind of want to find a slow land so I can dig deeper, make more mana. Because the Rumble feels rough here. Bottom draw, Talisman, not what I wanted. Not what I wanted. Do you K command X0? That's a choice. 3 cards in hand. 2, 4, 5, 6, 7. 3 off of Ulamog, too. Yeesh. Yeesh. Karn plus. Okay. Draw. Okay. Passing. Liquid metal. Resolves. Target. Float 2. You should phase change first, and they do. Because now it actually might be right for them to EE for however many. 3, yeah, EE and get rid of 3 spawns. Interesting. Because I want the wastegate, but now I want a green source. Shoot. Bottom, top and draw. Yeah, there comes an EE. Yep. There's EE. So I need a green source off the top to excel liquid metal coating. The only problem is that they'll be able to re-grab it at some point. You pass in full. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, Jesus. 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Draw. Concede. Alright. Less than ideal, that is for sure. I mean, that is the power of Karn. Turn 2, 'tis good. With that said, we'll be back for match 2. Alright, and we're back for match 2 on the draw for game 1. I'll keep this. Finding Talisman, finding Sprawl is good. So 8 hits off the top minimum. Surveil trigger resolves, draw, Windswept Teeth. Ugin Lab. Ugin, pass. And hold. Thoughtseize resolves. We'll pass in full. You'll take a Myco. Tease a Myco spawn. Draw. Chrysalis. Bit slow, but we can get there. Fetch. Surveil trigger number 2. Resolves. And draw. Thought Scours. Looking like Oculus. With land. In that case, pause on end step. Fetch with the Windswept Teeth. We're gonna go Bajuka Bog. Commercial District. Trigger. Rumble top. Draw. Did not want to do that. Stomping Ground Shock. Do you have main deck consigned to memory? You should let the trigger resolve before you do anything. Yep. Bajuka Bog, target you. Pass. Goodbye, Graveyard. Mega Spawn resolves. Blue to Delta fetch. Surveil trigger number 3. Water Grave tapped. Pass. No fatal push. Blue. Thought Scour. With Foreign Yard though. Passing. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we're gonna go lab, play Chrysalis, trigger, try and get Ugin on board. Draw. Combat. Opponent's thinking. Shoot the sheriff? This could be Bowmaster. Ugin Lab, trigger. No imprint. Cash trigger. Counterspell resolves, that's fine. Draw. Flooded Strand. There's no reason for me to fire off Emrakul then. Not Emrakul, Ugin then. I will pass. Draw. Talisman. I'm gonna fire off the Rumble first. Counterspell or Spell Snare? Spell Snare resolves. Talisman. Land. Trigger. No imprint. Go to combat. Fetch. Down to 9. No. Surprising. Passing. Draw. Combat. Down to 7. Wooded Foothills. Pass. 4 cards in hand. You tell me I have no castables? Okay, there's Oculus. Oculus. Go to end step. Fetch Wooded Foothills. For forest. Return. Actually, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Yeah, we'll return Ugin to hand. Draw. Trigger. Fail to push to yard. Draw. E-temp. 1, 2, 3. Actually. More. Ugin. Target Ak. Does Ugin resolve? I'd be surprised if it did. Paying cost. There's the counter spells expected. Ak down. Combat. 4. Passing. Wonder what is underneath. Opponent scoops it up. We'll take the win. Polluted Delta was revealed. Alright. So we want Graph Diggers, Dismember, K Return, cut Ghost Quarter, cut Emrakul, I think cut Ugin, right? Against Oculus. I have World Breaker in here. I'm gonna say Ugin, actually. Ugin. 3 Chrysalis. And run it back. The Chrysalis is a bit contentious just because it can block the Ak if it gets big enough, but I think the Graph Digger's Cage throws a wrench in their game plan well enough. They, of course, will be bringing in Consign and, excuse me, Harbinger. Keep. Pass. Draw. I will go Wooded Foothills, Fetch. I just want to make sure we have a forest, and then Cage. Pass. Tis a consider. Keeps it on top, and pass. Wonder if you want to fire off the Rumble. Frog. Yeah, now I do. Talisman. Rumble. Force check. No force, but an Emrakul. We'll take the Emrakul. And pass. 3 types in yard. Pass. Snap block. Draw. K command. Interesting. Trigger. Imprint. Talisman. Gain cost. Counterspell. Talisman. Sprawl. For red. And pass. Flooded Strand fetch for sewers, so that means they don't have the Harbinger. Otherwise, they would have grabbed a swamp. Pitches Fatal Push. Draw. K return. Let's start with Rumble. There's Myco. I would genuinely like the Chrysalis, though, or the Cavern of Souls, rather. Four, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Yeah, we're going to go Cavern of Souls. Name Eldrazi. We're going to use K command as a permission spell. Blue, consider their options. The fact they let the K command resolve is a bit suspect. So I'm thinking, or not K command, the Rumble. That resolves. So just debating whether or not I want to force their hand now. I think I wait. Another Thought Scour. Alright. Four in hand. Do you float the frog? Float the frog to combat. K command X equals 0, or X equals 2 rather. Does the frog go down? Counterspell. Alright. Trigger. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Trigger. Fetch blue to Delta. An island for Oculus. Bold move Cotton. End step. Return Emrakul to hand. Trigger. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Draw. 16. So in that case, I'm tempted to fire off the K return. Confirming 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. So this would still have 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. K return. And Bone scoops it up. Alright. We'll take the win against Doc. We'll be back for match 3. Alright, and we're back for match 3 on the draw for game 1. We'll keep. It's a bit top deck heavy, but we can make it work. Relic. So it could be Blink. Cavernous Souls. I mean, no whites. I'm not worried about whatchamacallit, White Orchid Phantom just yet. Passing. K return. Fetch Windswept Teeth. Forest. Sprawl. For red. That way I have access to K return. Fetch. This doesn't feel like blank based on the mana base though. Okay, it still could be. The Verdant Catacomb seems weird and a little bit out of place, right? I feel like they are more white than black is the thing. Relic, target me. Yep. We'll hold. Marsh Flats and passing. Weird. Another Sprawl. Ghost Court. Sprawl. I mean, this is very telling that I have something. Red, green, blue, and pass. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Fetch Marsh Flats. The worst case scenario here is definitely a Flicker Wisp. What? What? Eh. Huh. Godless Shrine Shock? Or 4 black KGC. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. What in the what? Liquid metal coating? I mean, if you're playing Karn, I'd imagine. Gotta be joking me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we're short on Ugin now. Draw. Seriously? We couldn't draw into just a single threat on all of our cards? Yeah, we're in danger now. They had the slowest start in the world. And we just couldn't draw into any threats. We had K Command, Mycospawn, Chrysalis. There's the Liquid Metal. Probably should have phase changed first, but... yeah, that's fine. Plane Cycle, Eagles of the North. Huh. Godless Shrine. Godless Shrine, Shock? For what? Relic. Sprawl. Phase change, yep. End step. Misty Rain fetch. Commercial District trigger. Okay, command top. Draw. Sanctmavukin. As much as I would like to return it, I'm going to have to float 2 so I can X equals 3 and stay in this game. Again, probably should phase change. Ketramos. In response. Done. What are you doing? Relic. And then Ketramos down. So they drew 1, 2, 3. And we'll pass in full at this point. Worldbreaker. White. Orange Chant? Cavern Souls, name Eldrazi. Okay. Well, was not expecting that. Hold up the blade to respond. Float red. So I need a land off top now in order to sire. Yeah. Phase change. Two. I think I just concede then. Because I don't think I can rally back at this point. Yeah, I'm just going to concede. I'm trying to figure out a line, but this is weird. Karn, Ketramos, Wrath the Skies? It's like control. I don't know. I don't know about this. I don't know about this. It didn't help that we drew into absolutely nothing for so long. I think we dumped the K returns. Ghost Quarter Bog. I guess we can keep the Ghost Quarter since we're cutting the gemstone anyways. Run it back like this. I do wonder if maybe Flute would be good for Karn. Maybe. Interesting. On the play for game 2. upkeep. Go Talisman. Opponent goes down to 6. A little bit worried about White Orchid Phantom, admittedly. I imagine, based on what we're seeing, they probably play it. Pause on end step. March. What a weird deck. Commercial District. Trigger. Talisman. To yard. Draw. Lab. Lab, Imprint. Null Drifter. Cast Talisman. I wish I had the other Talisman. No reason to play the Wastscape. You want to see a Soul Land off top here. Thoughtseize. Hit Sowing Mycospawn. Yep. Did you miss your land drop? You did not. Shadowy Backstreet resolves. Draw. Malevolent Rumble. Ugin, Sprawl, Breaker. Guess I should have held back a green source. Damn. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, that would have been 7. I'll grab a World Break in case we draw into a Soul Land, regardless. Name Eldrazi. Three, 4, 5, 6. I mean, just a land will get me to Breaker or Ugin, admittedly. Urborg. Vindicate. Return to hand. Draw. Writhing Chris. It is a threat on board. And is Rampus 1. Pass. I mean, this way if they play Karn, we can exile, or not we can exile it, but we can destroy it. If they do nothing, we just draw 2 of Null Drift and call it a day. Draw into a Soul Land, we can World Break. Or just hardcast the Null Drift. That's actually probably the better play. 5 cards in hand, 3 mana, let's assume 4. Again, if they Karn, that's alright by me. Luda Delta. Ketramos? No cards in exile, so that would be alright. Vindicate. Rude. Not the end of the world. Would love a land off top. Draw. Null Drift. Evoke. Probably should have went for the Cavern of Souls, methinks. Draw 2. Jeez. Trigger. And combat. Down to 14. Fetch Polluted Delta down to 13. Shadowy Backstreet, Surveil Trigger resolves. Double Vindicate. I need lands. Coffers. Oh, so this is a Coffers deck? Weird. 5. I haven't seen Coffers played in a hot minute, but that explains the Karn a bit more. Okay. Interesting. So white-black Coffers. Huh. Not entirely sure how to feel about that, but it is interesting at least. Cabal Coffers. Do you have the Ketra? Draw a card. That's fine. So Ketra can now block. Portable Hole targets my Talisman, I imagine. Yeah. Not thrilled by that. Oh, okay. That's just rude. One card left in hand? You want a Fatal Push to really, put the nail in the coffin? Huh. Interesting. Passing. Land. Well, we found a land. Go to combat. 4. Down to 9. 2 in hand. 'Tis a land. What are you playing? What is this? Stop. Karn? Karn is fine. Do you go for bridge? Son of a. Yeah, pause on end step. Fetch. So what I need here is a land off top. Breeding Pool tapped. Land. Thank God. Actually, I don't even need to fetch right now. Look at that. Okay, there's no reason not to, right? For Stomping Grounds? Yeah. Shock. Wayscape. Trigger. Get rid of bridge. Go to combat. Swing at Karn. No more Karn. Marsh Flats fetch down to 8. Godless Shrine tapped. And pass. Draw. Damn. I was really hoping for a land so I could evoke and win. 7 down to 1. Dismember in hand for our Ketra. And we got there. Okay. This is interesting. Cabal Coffers. Now that is a deck I have not seen in a hot minute. I'm gonna want my gemstone back. And I'll cut an Emrakul. Yeah, let's run it back like this. Very, very, very interesting. Yeah, opponents piqued my interest at the very least. Confused me, but has piqued my interest. Alright. the draw for game 3. Choose the play first. I will keep. I will pass. Tapped, draw, rumble, forest, pass, hold. Urborg, passing, draw, commercial district. Stomping grounds, shock, rumble. World break. And pass. Fatal push. Float. Phase change and pass. And pass. See, right now I'm scared of a break dice. Eagles of the North. Shadowy Backstreet, trigger resolves. What I really need is a threat on board. Passing. Need a Writhing Chrysalis or a Myco Spawn. Orange Chant? Son of a... In that case, E-Temp and hold K-Command. Do you have Karn on 4? Ooh, don't like that. No thank you. Vindicate. In response. Done. Bottom. Top draw. Resolves. Pass. Draw. Sprawl. Sprawl. For red. So you want a talisman. Talisman. Lab. Lab imprint. I should have played that a bit differently so I didn't take as much damage. Whoops. Rumble. Myco Spawn would be good. Myco Spawn. And pass. Alright, we at least can get a threat on board next turn. And hold. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Wrath the Skies X2. Yeah. Second response. And phase change. And pass. Draw. Chrysalis. That's a threat on board. Commercial district, trigger, wasescape top, and pass. And hold. Plays Delta. Plays Delta. Gala Shrine, shock to 17. Overloading a break dice actually doesn't do too much here. So what is this? Karn for bridge. Karn for bridge, liquid metal coating. Interesting. Liquid metal coating. And phase change. Draw. Resolves. One, two, three, four, five, six. Combat at Karn. Sack. Trigger. Yield. Karn down. Second main. Kick Myco spawn. Triggers. Get rid of Cabal Coffers. No thank you, goodbye. E-temp. And pass. And hold. Two, four, seven. Next turn we world break. Get rid of Urborg, I suppose. Yeah. We just hold back the wasescape. Black, black. For break the ice. White, white. Karn resolves. Karn minus or plus? Plus on Sire. Yep. Not much can be done there. Solitude. Evoke trigger, target. Yes. Passing. Draw. Myco. So I'm going to cast Myco. Trigger. Temple. Cast Wasescape. Smack Karn for 3. And pass. This way we have access to Breaker if they go for Bridge. Minus Karn. Bridge. Bridge. Do you have a Thoughtseize to back it up? No. Okay. land. Draw. Windswept Teeth. Breaker, target bridge. Combat. 2 at Karn, 6 at you. Oh, does opponent scoop it up? Seems like it. Maybe. Yep, there we go. Alright, we got there against Coffers. That was an interesting matchup. Had fun with it, to be honest. That said, we'll be back for match 4. Alright, and we're back for match 4 on the draw for game 1. Pretty top deck reliant, but we can make it work. Mountain. Or Mako. Yeah. It's Hollow One. Tuck Emrakul, which, I mean, they might be able to help me with a Burning Inquiry, funny enough. I'd like them not to touch my hand, though, if I'm being honest. Faithless Looting, that's fine. Not fine, but fine. Is this Vengevine version, or is it FOMO version? Ox of Agonis feels like Vengevine version. Arena of Glory, Burning Ink, Marauder, that's fine. 3, down to 17, draw. Talisman. Wooded Foothills, fetch. Forest. Sprawl. For green. Talisman. Sprawl. For red. Actually, I'm gonna go blue. We have red sources. Rumble. Let's see here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Could go for Ugin, could go for Sire. Go for good, admittedly. I think the Makos can outgrow the Sire, so I'm gonna go Ugin. And pass. And hold. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 3 short. Looting. Yeah. Like I said, I think the Makos were going to grow out of the range of Sire anyways. Was not confident. Mako. 8. Vengevine in Yard. I was right about the Vengevine version, so Grafdigger's Cage is tempting. Cuts off Ox, cuts off Vengevine, cuts off Looting, right? I don't block. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9, 12. I only need 11 though. So yes, I'll block. Confirming. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8, 11, yes. So go to blocks. Block. Down to 12. Second main phase. End step. Alright, we're off the races then. So you want to hold back a green source. So we're going to go 2, 3, 7, 8. Again, hold back a green source. Trigger, 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 target Mako, Mako down. Trigger, yes. Ugin, sowing Mako spawn. Ugin 0. Cast Mako spawn. Ugin target. Search for Wooded Foothills fetch, that's fine. Stomping Grounds. Shock. Why shock? Cycle. Why do that? It's confusion. Bajukabog. Bajukabog, target you. And pass. And Bone scoops it up. Hollow 1, win for game 1. Alrighty. Let's take a look at our sideboard. I mean, so there's a lot that I want to bring in is the problem, right? So what can we cut? Ghost Court, Emrakul, World Break, Drifter, I guess an Ugin. We can cut up to 4 Chrysalis, but I'm not sure that's right. So we need to cut something somewhere. Like the Wayscape can get rid of Hollow 1 and provide a blocker. Maybe we cut like this. Keep the Wayscape, keep the Chrysalis, keep the returns. Either that or we cut returns due to the fact that Mako can grow out of range. Yeah, that's tempting. Then we can either bring in this or bring in this. We could also bring in Cage instead. I think I kind of like this. Yeah, which one like this? Definitely a bit of a weird matchup. On the draw. We need a Soul Land. It's off the top. We get the Surveil. I mean, it's not bad. It's not great, though. Keep. Utopia Sprawl wouldn't be bad off the top. So we're looking at, I guess, 12 hits. Yeah. If we don't see any of those hits, then we have the Wooded Foothill to dig a bit deeper. One goes down to 6 in hand. Slow start from opponent, we love to see it. Wooded Foothills, we whiff though, so a bit of a slow start from us. But we do have castables. I'm actually going to... See, this is why I actually decided not to pass in full. I wonder if going for a commercial district now makes sense. I guess not. Pause on end step. Okay. Pitching the Emrakul is kind of rough, but finding everything else was kind of okay. So we can go Forest, Sprawl. I think they do bring in Charma. Shock. Hollow one. Paying cost for Detective's Phoenix. Ooh, that's 6. So I need a Wayscape now, desperately. Commercial District, trigger. Stomping Grounds to yard. Draw. Lab. Rough. Sprawl. For red. Rumble. Cyrus 7 deaths. And pass. So we'll have 6 mana. We're gonna have to go Chrysalis though. Street Wraith cycle. 3 in hand. We'll take 6 down to 7. Chrysalis will become a 5/6. I can then pump it to a 6/7 with K command. Yeah, that's probably the right move if we get to that point. So we don't. Oh. No, we're still fine. Never mind. Take the 6, down to 7. Draw. Dismember. Imprint. Chrysalis. Again, we can K command X1. Or we can always just dismember it. It's a bit dicey though. 2 Goblin Lore. Vengevine. Into yard. We'd go down to 3. Hollow one. Yikes. Hollow one. Double yikes. Vengevine. I guess I could have K commanded there. Get rid of the Vengevine. So I can go to blocks. Block. Block. Done. Trigger. Always yield. Dismember. Down to 3. Shrink. Dead. And passing. Draw. We could Verdant Cat. Debating whether or not Mycospawn is right here. Verdant Catacombs. Passing. No attacks. Do you have a bolt? 2. Goblin Lore. Another Vengevine. Combat. So I can fetch down to 2. Forest. I can, let me see. Block, 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 exile. Either that or we block, 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 exile. That might be right. Go to blocks. Block, 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 damage, or before damage, K command, ramp, exile, ramp, exile. Trigger, trigger, done, stack, and then draw. So I can 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Huh. Misty Rainforest is actually a dead card. I can't play that. 1, 2, 3, 4. Leaving 4. We could just Sire 7 deaths. The other thought is to go Mycospawn Bajuka Bog. But I think it's right for Sire. Five, 6, 7, 8. 8 minus 2 would be 6. And if I get a turn, basically, I win. Two Vengevines, that's fine. Again, one bolt and we lose. So we'll go 1, 2, 3, trigger 1, 2, 3, 4. Maybe in retrospect, I probably should have hit the hollow one, or blocked the hollow one instead of the Vengevine with the Chrysalis. Breeding Pool, tapped, and pass. No attacks. Alright, do we make it through a turn? Yeah, I definitely should have blocked the hollow one at the Chrysalis instead of the Vengevine in retrospect. Opponent's Tinkin. I mean, if they have the bolt, they just win. We've already seen 3 hollow ones, so I feel like it's unlikely that they'll be able to double cast. Next turn we'll play kick a Mycospawn and Bojuka Bog. Getting rid of the Vengevines. And if that Vengevine comes back to bite me, I'm going to be a bit upset. Double red. Rootwalla. Rootwalla? Yeah, it's not the end, but it is annoying. No attacks. Basically, they're saying attack me. I would hit, and then they'd block, go up to 9. Hit. Yeah, if I would have not blocked the Vengevine, they would have been with Hollow 1, Rootwalla, Vengevine, which means I could have hit, and still survived. Damn. So that did come back to bite me, unfortunately. Trigger. No imprint. Mycospawn. Kick the Arena of Glory. Not too worried about Bojuka Bog right now. But it might not be bad. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So we can cast anything in our deck. Bojuka Bog, target you. Get rid of the Burning Inquiries. And we'll hold. Draw. Cast Null Drifter. Draw 2. Cavern Souls, name Eldrazi. I wonder if attacking would make sense now. I'm gonna pass though. Again, we're dead to a bolt. That's what scares me right now more than anything. To yard. Pass. Draw. Go to combat. 4 in the air. Trigger. Cycle the Mako. Draw a card. Sacks the Rootwalla. Down to 9. Talisman. For red. Actually for green. Bloodstained Mire. Obsidian Charmaw. Yeah, that's fine. Passing. Draw. Temple. Just trying to think here what I can and cannot attack with. And they'd have to block the Writhing Chris. You block. You block. You block. You block. You have 2 flyers. To combat. Yep, Hurtwell takes the block. Bloodstained Mire down to 8. Stomping Grounds tapped. Yeah, this Vengevine definitely came back to bite me. We'd have been in a much better position otherwise. There's a world where I attack on the Sire next turn. Because if they want to kill it, they'd have to triple block it. And Bone skips it up. And we'll take the win. Yeah, I think that was probably right. We attack. If they want to kill it, they triple block. We would kill, 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 or kill, kill. They'd have to block with Writhing, or block Writhing Chris. Yeah. Another Talisman. We're just drawing bricks as well. There we go. There's the cake man I've been kind of sitting waiting for. Alright, well, we almost cost ourselves that game by not blocking the Hollow one instead of the Vengevine, but it ended up working out in the end, so I'll take the win. That said, we'll be back for match 5. Alright, and we're back for match 5 on the play for game 1. 8 hits off the top is nice. Take a Utopia Sprawl even, so making it 12. I'll keep it. Not my favorite hand, but it's workable. 7 Leyline. Okay, well, I'm in danger. If it wasn't Zoo, I'd be a bit more comfy with my position, but it's Zoo, so now I'm worried. Arid Mesa, Faragavan, Thoughtseize. Oh, ain't that just rude? Grabs a Talisman? Not sure here, actually. It might still be right to grab the K command. Either that or Sire, which will ramp me. Talisman, yeah. Myco Spawn. Tapped and pass. Again, really need a Soul Land here. Looking at 8 hits off the top. Kavu. No, Silent Draco. Draw. Pass. Shit. Yeah, we needed that Talisman so we could set up a bit more. And even with it, the draws are not great. Dashed Monkey. 6. Down to 14, up to 24. Tis it treasure, and you hit a K return. Glad I didn't see that. Again, I need a soul land. And I'll take it. Not great, but we'll take it. Commercial district. Commercial district. Counter souls on top. And pass. And pass. We'll block with the spawn. Basically, I just need to get to Sire 7 Deaths in some way, shape, or form here. And hope they don't have a leyline binding. Arena of Glory. That's scary. Hasting Ragavan Kavu. Bolt. Well, there goes my Cavernous Souls. Down to 8. Land? Soul land. I'll hold. Begin combat, K return. Pass. Ragavan down. Take 4 down to 4. Tribal Flames for the win. You got it. Alrighty. Well, that was unfortunate. Let's get a sideboard. So we want Wasescape, Dismember, K return. We want Bog still, cut Gemstone, cut Ghost Quarter, cut Emrakul, cut Ugin. I don't really want to cut Chrysalis as the thing, so maybe we don't bring in Dismember. Just keep the K returns. Yeah. It's a little bit awkward because of Scion of the Draco. Yeah, we'll do it like this. Like, maybe cutting a Chrysalis return for 2 Dismembers might be right. But the Wastegate Battle Mage is definitely correct. That much I know for certain. That much I know for certain. On the play for game 2. Awkward hands. No colorless. Rumble. Weak to Thoughtseize. As much as I like 4 hits off the top for soul lands. Got a mulligan. Keep this. Pitch the Myco. Done. Go Breeding Pool. Utopia Sprawl. Breeding Pool Shock. Utopia Sprawl for red. We do need to be mindful that they likely brought in Charma. Draw. No matter what, we play a Temple. I kind of want to Wastegate Battle Mage at the ley line of the Guild Pact, honestly. That way they can't play Scion without going for Triome. And next turn we can kick Myco Spawn. If we go Myco Spawn, try and ram, then they can Charm on me. I don't exactly want that. Consign? Interesting. Okay. I mean, I'm happy to get a Consign out of hand, honestly. And get a body on board as well. Scion. Yep. So I need something here. Right now, Charma's discounted by 2, so I don't want a colorless source is the problem. I'm thinking we go Commercial District then. Trigger. We do not want that on top. No thank you. No attacks. And pass. At least this way we can rumble. Thing is, Silent Draco has Vigilance, which I'm not thrilled about. Yep. Double red. Tribal Flames down to 9. Jesus. K command. Interesting. We can K command X equals 2, 4, 5, 6. Not sure that does much for me, though, is the problem. Currently have access to 7, 8, 7. So I think we go Ugin Lab. No, Imprint. Green, red. Go colorless. Green, colorless. Keep red. Rumble. There's the Sire 7 deaths that I'm looking for. Sire 7 deaths. And pass. So at least now, unless they have a binding, we have a fighting chance. Trauma is online, though, which is a bit of a downside. Son of a bitch. Yep. Sire down. 2, 4, 5. I need a land. Actually, I guess... Okay, we have other options than just, Wasescape. Or, not Wasescape, whatchamacallit. I know words. Other than... World Breaker. There we go. Those are the words I'm looking for. X equals 5. That leaves 7. Do you have Consign or Stubborn Denial? It resolves. Not what I wanted to see, though. Bottom. 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 Top and draw. Triggers. One more time. X equals 3. Okay. So, bottom, top, and top. Wastegate Battle Mage. Actually, no, I can't bounce it as well. Is it only opponent controls? It is only opponent controls. Imagine if I could bounce my own Mycospawn to hand. That would be kinda nutty. Leyline Binding, give me back my Sire, please. Okay, Sire's on board. We're getting somewhere. Do you have another Leyline Binding? No attacks. I mean, a Tribal Flames kills me, right? Son of a... Yeah? Okay. Attack for 4. Down to 1. Bolt, Tribal Flames, Flage. No? Okay. Writhing Chrysalis. Trigger. Hold. I mean, we're just waiting at this point. Go to blocks. Sneaky Reach. Block. Declare blockers. Trigger 1. Yield. 2. Yield. Resolve. Scion down. Alright. As much as I want to attack with Chrysalis, I'm worried about a hasty flyer. So I'm going to only attack with these. On to 15. Flage, Bolt, Tribal Flames. We're dead. What is the last 3 cards you have in your hand? What in the fresh hell is this? Draw. 2, 5, 7, 7, 11, 13. Lethal's on board. Did we get there? Lethal board state. Yeah, by a hair. I'll take it. A win is a win. No matter if it's at 20 life or 1. We escape out of the mage coming in clutch, but swear to God, double leyline binding. That was rough. I wonder if I want the 4th return. I'm not even sure I want returns in general. I mean, I want the Chrysalis. Yeah, I think we just cut the 4th return here. The thing is, like, Dismember is just a wash a lot of times. Alright, I will keep. Let's see. I mean, what did Foothills fetch? Sprawl red. Temple, Chrysalis, Stomping Grounds, into Sires. Kind of what our line's looking like right now, unless we get interrupted. I mean, if they hold Consigns, of course, we'll be in trouble. Interesting, interesting. I will keep. Opponent goes down to 6. Okay. We'll pass in full. Alright. Let's see what you keep. I guess that's one thing about Leyline the Guild Pack that's a bit bad at times. That it's technically not even a card in hand. You get to cast it for free. I don't know. I don't know how to evaluate that. If you go down to 5 and you have a leyline, imagine you pitch it before you cast it, even as a pre-game. Yeah. I guess it depends on the hand. Because, like, leyline, land, scion, binding. Pretty freaking good. And opponent just accidentally passed through their turn. Yep. I'm so sorry. Yep. Well. Red. Pass. And pass. Only on Moto. Yeah, they probably did what I do, which is like press 6 at start, thinking like, oh, I'm on the draw. They were not on the draw. Draw. Sprawl. Sprawl is nice. We could go Malevolent Rumble. That's a thought. I think I still fire off the Writhing Chris. You give me the trigger or the body? Give me both. No shot. Fetch Arid Mesa. Triumph. So that would tell me no consign. Kava or Scion here? Neither. Draw. Second Sire. Gonna go to combat. Misty Rainforest fetch. Forest. Sprawl. For blue. Rumble. Use red. E-Temp. Or a Chrysalis. I'm gonna go more Chrysalis, I think. And pass. Like right now we're trying to play around Charma. Imagine you fetch Surveil. Like I'm just waiting for them to tap down so I have a good casting window for the Sire 7 deaths. 2, 4, 6, 9. So we do. Okay, we have some thoughts here. Because we go Chrysalis, we bait it out, unless they counter both it and the trigger. 4, 6, or 2, 4, 6, 6, 9, 10, yeah. Cecil resolves Death Touch. Holding up blue. Passing. Draw. Talisman. Writhing Chrysalis. Interesting. Five. Actually, we should do it differently. Trigger 1. I'm just gonna always yield. Auto stack 2. Talisman. 2, 3, 6. Stomping Ground, Shock. Trigger. Do you have a consign? And if so, do you give me the K return or the Sire? Consign. Yes. Goodbye, Cecil. 7 down to 9. We have 2 7/8s on board. We're in a good position. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 3, 4, 5, 6. I mean, they could... No, actually, they can't. They're still short on Charma. We've been careful to play around it. Leyline Binding? Leyline Binding. Draw. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. We're short. Attack. I mean, I'm gonna fire it off. Consign? No, which means now it's pseudo hexproof. Fetch to 1. Surveil. Not even. I think that is GG's. Yeah, that's a rough way to lose. Pass through your first turn. I've done that too many times, so I feel opponent. But we'll take it. Alright, not bad. So that there is going to be 4-1 at the end of 5. Our only loss being to Eldrazi Tron, which I feel like was a pretty decent back and forth, but the Power of Karn was just a little bit too strong. Just a wee bit. But I'll take it. Overall, the list feels good. Wastegate Battle Mage comes up a lot more often than I would have thought. I'm really liking it. I really like Wastegate Battle Mage. So I'm very happy to have that be included in the sideboard. Prowess is dropping off, so Trinisphere is not feeling as relevant, but of course, Ruby Storm is still being pretty heavily played. Not actually, I mean, it's kind of right below Prowess, right? So I don't know, maybe, like, I don't want no pieces in the puzzle for Ruby Storm. I don't know, I have to give that some thought as far as sideboard is concerned, see how often things are actually being utilized. Like, you want as like a wide of a spread as possible of playable cards in the side. So it will be interesting as we continue to collect data for the upcoming RC. I have to double check when the RC is. Basically, that way it just gives me a timeline of like how much time can I invest in gathering data for this deck and going from there. But I mean, I feel like Eldrazi Ramp is well positioned. I feel confident in it. People are putting up results. I mean, we might not be winning every single challenge, but you don't need to be spiking every single challenge for a deck to be performing well, right? Either ways, though, very happy with the list. I think we'll make some minor adjustments here, probably more around the sideboard than the main board, but we might also come up with some interesting conclusions with the main as well. Either ways, that there will be the end of today's video. As always, if you did enjoy it, please do consider hitting the like button. Comment down below if you did see any lines that I missed, any mistakes that I made, or any general feedback. It is always appreciated. For as much that I hope that you all learn from me in both my success and failures, I hope I can learn from you all as well. Last but not least, if you have reached this point in the video and haven't already, please do consider hitting the subscribe button. We're getting closer and closer to our next goal of 1,000 subscribers. At that point, we'll be able to start monetizing these videos, which will allow me to start saving up towards a stream PC so I can stream live over on Twitch. In the meantime, though, if you do want to support me monetarily, you can do so over on my Patreon, where you get early access to my YouTube videos, as well as any updates I make to my deck guides. And now that I'm qualified for the RC, I have even more motivation to do so. So definitely be on the lookout for that. With that being said, I will see y'all next time. Bye-bye.